Hello, lads. If you can hear me, of course, you can. What's the good news? Yeah. Hello. I'm already oversaturating my thing. Okay, so welcome to Reactathon, like every month. Well, every month. What? Because why is? Oh, okay. Hang on. Voila. There you go. So yeah, welcome to Reactathon, like every month. Quote, because that's right, that I completely missed last month. And welcome to February's Reactathon. We'll be looking at a whopping, I think about 12 videos to go on today. Yes, that's kind of a little bit of videos. And like, I'm gonna check the playlist length for you, because I think it's going to be pretty long. Like, I've checked already. Yeah, 2 hours and a quarter hour worth of videos. So yeah, it's going to take a little bit of time to wrap all of this up. So there we go. You know, you're stuck here for at least 2 little hours. Because, yeah, there's a lot of videos, like, first of all, the videos that I missed in January, and of course the suggestions, like the tech thing, gaming, animations, you know the drill. Actually, one of the reasons I didn't do on January, I think you pretty quickly understand why. But before that, here is my computer. Yes, it's over BIOS, just because, look, it's got rhyme, it's got RAM, but get him. And yes, you probably saw quite a weird thing with one frequency. I've actually noticed that just a few seconds ago. There are two 8GB sticks that I got afterwards. And I may have mismatched the memory, which means that I'm currently not able to properly doing dual channel. So like in the future, I'll be going inside of a computer and fixing all of that. Thank you for your understanding. And now I will be getting out of BIOS setup. How do you get out of BIOS setup on this computer? I think it's, yeah, the classic button. Yeah, because if I show you the computer being switched off, there is a reason. I want you to see this computer booting just so you can understand what's going on with this machine. You know, last time I was like, what the fuck is this? And now look, yeah, you think that's right. It's Bose, it's booting Basite. You didn't see, like, you're used to the desktop already, but for people that are joining in and that doesn't know, yes, I'm running Linux on my computer because YouTube, Windows be the garbage. And like, only right now they realize that maybe AI tools wasn't the greatest, and like they are trying to kind of phase it out, which is a good thing. Like to be fair, like not maybe entirely phased out, but like not integrated into the entire operating system. Like, mate, they've got Copilot into Notepad. Why? Explain to me what's the point of this. Voila, so this is my computer. I think I am in the, yeah, it's 60 frames per second, so never mind about that. Like, it's Discord after all. Yeah, 1080p. So why 1080p, you might ask? Well, the reason is very simple. It's my capture card, which can record up to 4K. But if you go to 4K, you can only do that at 30 frames a second. So that's why it's a little like I set it to 1080p. Like, considering that the screen is reduced by a little bit, I don't think this is much of an issue anyway. So voila, let's just head over to the playlist, which I made a little bit earlier on. Voila. The playlist is holding 12 videos. You can already see the videos here. Yeah, I'm spoiling you everything. There we go. So I checked things like almost all of the videos are in 1080p, which doesn't really matter considering my capture card is setting up at 1080p. Maybe later I'll have a good graphics card. A graphics card, yes. But at the moment, I just don't have the money to do such. So, yep. We'll stick that way for now. And we'll be starting with what usually happens on the Reactathon. Can write into a freaking thing because, yeah, of course, I forgot that if I was... okay. Voila! Suggestions. What? Suggestion with... So, yeah, there we go. We've got all of that. Like, the first two videos were suggested to me on my Discord server, discord.thecoder55.com. You know, I'm doing my little bit advertisement, but, like, it's my own channel, so, like, I mean, it's not much of a problem if I do that. But there we go. As you can probably see, the first two videos, Murder Drones, XTF2, this is promising. Don't mind about like the progress bars. It's not like I didn't watch those videos. I just opened those videos so I could get the link to add them into the playlist because of course it's sent on the Discord, so I have that. So yeah, I had to open the video to make it into the playlist, and sometimes YouTube just considers it as being fully watched, even though that's not the case. So without further ado, I'm gonna check. Oh, hang on. If I don't put the sound on my device, nope, that's not working. So there we go. Pale Crossfire, Murder Drones, and TF2. Let's see how it is. No, not this one. This one. What? Is YouTube really that booked? Click. Voila. So there you go. Like the video is, yeah, 1080p. So I mean, I like it. Let's check it out. Scene. Damn it! Crockett! Maggots! Crockett jumping! Crockett! I am not trapped in a facility full of robots. Unique guns. Trapped in here with me. Good shot, mate. Spy. You disgust me, filthy Jarman. Peace. Big head. Peace. Come on! Let's get him! Let's do it! TF2 music is timeless. Nice try, pal. Can't hear what ain't there. Whoosh! I would like to mention the fact that, like, Timothy, you know, bullets in your belt, like, everywhere, even your head, as long as it's not like a sniper weapon, and like, yeah, you know, you're just fine. Like, Cuphead.
Medic! Ooh, interesting. Medic! Incoming! Anyone still alive?
Like one string, like.
Thanks, Doc.
Oh. Oh. Operation Crockett.
Remember me? Yeah, you do. Go, go, go! Charge! Come on, move it up! Incoming!
Sentry going up. Let's do this Texas style.
Bite me.
We pushing this thing or what?
We must stop, little car!
Little help pushing the cart?
Help me!
If you were hunting trouble, lad, you. Oh man. One guy setup. I forgot about this. Stream Deck.
If you are hunting trouble, lad, you found it!
Let's move it up! Here.
You're ugly.
Ugly. Chicken.
Put him up, pal.
Like I think that pyro is carbonized.
Dominated, knucklehead. All right, let's...
I told you sniping was a good job. Peekaboo.
Like this one, like the spy isn't able of moving that fast. Like, and he's dead. Oh, wonderful! You got it. Exactly as I thought it was going to be. Like, that's something that doesn't exist in TF2 Classified. The Deadwinger. You know that amazing thing that just like allows a spy to feign death? Well, that's pretty much what it is. Next video, please. Another suggestion. Put in the briefcase.
Think fast, Chuckle Nuts. Get over here.
Nope.
Ah, crap. Yo, a little help.
I've got a little bit more firepower here. Sandwich.
Sandwich.
Nom nom nom.
Let's make it straight to the point.
Nom nom nom.
Nom, nom, nom. Nom,
This
nom.
was a disappointment.
Hey, Deadwinger.
What a disaster.
Whew, that was close.
Hello again.
Oh, I need a drink.
No.
This was me imitating like Demoman's burp.
Scout down. Give them hell, boys.
You had a good run, you mongrel. I'm just getting warmed up.
That's pretty much sniperish,
You are dead. Not a big surprise.
but she's dead.
Peekaboo.
do.
I am going to kill you. You are going to need much bigger guns.
That wasn't even close.
I approve. I approve. I definitely approve. Thanks for the suggestion, mate. This was neat. Then, if you please, I think it's time to get into the most important, the most important part, part that I never miss. It's technology. Because, yeah, nowadays we have a lot of technology. Like, we have servers with petabytes worth of storage, lttstore.com. But, there was a time where, data could be transmitted between two computers using nothing but floppy disks, which were 1 megabyte in size. Someone actually made it a server, like a web server. You don't believe me? Let's see immediately what I mean.
This is a 1.44 megabyte floppy disk. That might not sound like a lot of storage, but
its editing scheme has changed a little bit. At least for the intro.
And today we're not only going to install a full bootable Linuxy operating system on this floppy disk, but we're going to install multiple servers and have them serve a web page from the floppy disk. This floppy disk might explode, so stay tuned. And if you enjoyed tormenting obsolete computer storage, I hope you'll consider subscribing to the channel. Now, I got the idea for this ridiculous concept after watching a video from my good friend Bruce of Brankus Creations. He turned a vintage Macintosh into a web server, and I thought, hey, I can do way better than that.
Right.
And by better,
Just so you didn't know, once I made a web server, using nothing but a Nintendo Wii. So yeah, pretty much an old Macintosh could handle this just fine.
I mean worse. So today we're going to install a bootable, usable Linux-ish operating system on this floppy disk, along with a TCP/IP stack, network device drivers, and the web server software itself.
Optimization.
It's daunting and impossible, but truth be told, this actually already exists. Everything we need to accomplish this is already baked into a really cool project that I've been a huge fan of for years. It's called Elks. No, not that kind of elk. This is the embedded Linux kernel subset. And if you've ever run into me at an event, you've probably heard me talking about it non-stop. To paraphrase the GitHub README, Elks provides an early fork of Linux for systems based on Intel's 16-bit architecture. That includes systems like the 286, 186, and even back to the 70s with the 8088 and 8086, providing a real functional Linuxy shell on absolutely ancient systems. But it's not just a proof of concept, it's a real OS tuned for embedded applications with networking drivers, TCP/IP, and a whole bunch of applications baked in. And Elks provides something else pretty special. Let's go over to the GitHub page. So here is the Elks GitHub page, and I'd like to draw your attention specifically to these memory requirements. Stock images require 512K of RAM.
That's not a lot.
Not megabytes, K. Elks itself requires 256K of RAM to operate. And you can even build an Elk system in as little as 128.
Yeah, so no problem to store it on a floppy disk.
That's going to seem almost impossible. So if we go to releases here on the Elks GitHub page, they actually provide floppy disk images even for as little as a 360K floppy disk. In fact, they've got all kinds of images for whatever you're trying to write this to. We, of course, are using a 1.44 megabyte floppy disk, so we're going with the FD1440 FAT image. Once we have that downloaded, we can just
Like his
copy a
background.
floppy disk using the built-in macOS DD utility, which of course is a GNU utility, which means it's on Linux. Windows users, you'll have to find other arrangements. But here on Mac, I can do disk util list to find
Another reason that why
USB
Windows
floppy
sucks.
disk, which is right here at
Yeah, because my mic is here.
I can sudo dd input file equals, and I can drag the image file from downloads. Output file equals dev disk 4. We'll do a status equals progress so we can see a progress bar. And we'll let that write, and then we should have a working bootable Elks floppy disk. I'm also going to go to the retroweb.com because they have a ton of resources for old motherboards like the one we're working with today, which will be the fastest 486 that I've ever used. Now, even though Elks here is designed for a 16-bit system, there's nothing stopping us from booting Elks on something more modern. But since we want this to be a web server, our only limitation is network card that Elks actually has a driver for. So our hardware platform is going to be this, a lovely Socket 3 486 board, along with an Etherlink 3 ISA networking card, because Elks has drivers for it baked in. So really, we just need to set up this battle station and boot the floppy. Oh, and I guess
Imagine that just works. Like this is actually way true. It will not work from day one. No, day one, you know what I mean.
120 megahertz AMD 486 DX4 we can toss in, so you know what that means. We get to play with jumper settings. Hooray! Woohoo! Yay, jumpers! Right after this quick word about today's sponsor, Delete Me.
Yeah, and I know this will like gonna save you a little bit of time.
Just look up data that was just
I can jump ahead, wait.
Today's video. Man, what an incredible resource the retroweb.com is, providing all of this stuff cataloged and easy to search. So we are going to need to look at, that's all RAM configuration. We need this CPU type selection. So we've got our little map of jumper locations here and appropriate jumper settings. Let's see if we can't set this up real quick. And as is tradition, instead of a case, we're just going to drag a one this thing directly on the desk. Okay,
Yeah,
I've got just
classic way too.
keyboard and keyboard connected. Let's see if the jumpers are set correctly, and this thing will boot at 120 megahertz. All right, there we go. We're at 120 megahertz on this AMD 486 DX4. Okay, so all of my 486 boards are giving me a hard time, but I found something even better. It's a Pentium board that has 3 ISA slots, so we can use our supported ISA Ethernet card, just like so. Just gonna stick a little thermal compound on here. As usual, not too much, not too little.
Therefore, you can't really say if it's too much or not enough.
So here it is, our
Pretty much perfect, yeah.
spec web server, a Pentium of some description, ISA
Play for
Ethernet
it.
card by 3Com, and the only storage hooked up to this machine is this single floppy drive, into which we will place this single floppy disk containing Elks. Let's see if it boots. Oh, there it goes. It's booting. All right, so we will have to do a bit of network configuration. It's so funny how every time I do something, it hits the floppy disk. Oh my goodness. All right, let's do
There's no much RAM too.
boot opt, hitting the floppy disk. All right, now in here, we're just going to change the local IP to match my network. 86. Let's give this a host name. How about floppy server? Yeah. And now let's go into etc. And we need to edit net.config. My gateway is 192.168.1.1. Netmask is correct. Default link layer for us is the 3Com. And down here, we're very interested in this. Demons to start at startup.
Yeah, because if you want a server to run, that's pretty much what you got to make running. Like this is
2 servers running on here.
classic and like Linux. You don't necessarily need to go through all of those hoops to actually have a desktop environment anymore, so that's pretty good.
Now I'm just gonna do a quick reboot. All right, yeah, it does see the Ethernet card right there with the MAC address. I think we're gonna be good to go online. All right, so we can do net show, and yeah, it does have our settings in here, so we can do net start. KTCP is the TCP stack that uses, and yeah, it worked. Look at that. We are online. We have an IP address .86, and we've started HTTP, Telnet, and
Yeah,
FTP.
obsolete my dingus.
On here, no, but we do have HTTP get. Let's see if we're online. Frogfind.com / name not found. pget frogfind.com. Look at that. We are
Oh, yeah.
floppy disk. That's
Well,
ridiculous.
that's ridiculous, mate.
So technically, we should have a
It
web
works.
server running locally at .86. Let's go to the modern computer and try to connect to it. All right, let's see if there is a web server at .86. There is. Look at that. We are connected to a web server running off of a floppy.
And now, like, mate, you can actually broadcast web pages from a 144K floppy disk.
We sure can. I should probably give this a password if we're going to connect this to the internet. Something strong and secure. Definitely not just the word action in all lowercase.
Yep. Imagine someone hacks into his server and like broadcasts his password was stupid.
Busted out the old Sony Mavica. Take a few floppy disk pictures of the floppy disk drive. Oh my god, look at this. We are FTP'd into the floppy disk. We're going to upload directly from this floppy disk to this floppy disk over FTP. That's never going to get old. I guess we need to create some kind of a web page too. Okay, I've written a simple web page in basic HTML. No criticisms of my HTML quality, please. We're just going to upload that directly to the floppy disk. Oh my god, it's freaking working. Look at that. It's loading JPEGs from a floppy disk. And I have accidentally put the same picture all 4 times. Why don't we go over to the Elks system itself and fix it with Vi? Okay, and quick jump cut to I have set up a dynamic DNS on NoIP for the floppy web server. So it should be serving and accessible. So if we go to floppy.ddns.net, it's a server error. That's weird. Let's try it in Chrome. Oh, there it is. It's alive. I don't know.
Hang on, I wonder, did he keep that online?
Just needs a minute to
Hang on. Follow what the DNS on it. Yeah, no, I think the computer was taken offline since then. Yeah, backup of the website, so yeah, saying that, I think the server was indeed switched off afterwards.
propagate. But look at that. Okay, I'm going to give this a second to settle, and then I'm going to post it to Hacker News, and we're going to go watch the log live to see people visiting our floppy disk. That's ridiculous. Now check this out. We can watch people try to connect to it live
Friend
on the
request.
screen. Oh boy, it's going. It has lots of complaints, but it is serving. Oh man, it doesn't even want to load the pictures now. That doesn't bode well for connecting this to the wider internet. Okay, everything is actually working. Look at that. And what I've done is send the URL to the Wayback Machine for a backup because I'm sure this is not going to last very long. Let's post this to Hacker News and watch the floppy drive go crazy as people try to connect to it. Web server on a single floppy disk. All right, well, here we go. Oh yeah, look, we've got customers. I don't like all this right to unknown socket stuff, but yeah, there's real people connecting to the floppy disk. Now, it's not hitting
That's
the floppy
great.
every time, I guess.
Like, mates,
Caching. Probably.
optimization. This is where it goes. Like, mate, once again, a full operating system, an FTP server, an HTTP server, 4 images, and a web page being entirely running out of a 1.44 megabytes floppy disk. Optimization, mates. This is the thing we've lost in the 21st century.
Yeah, website's still up. Still hitting the floppy disk. You know, I don't think it's happy. I don't actually understand what this error means. Sysbreak 7 fail. I think it has something to do with running out of memory, but I don't know why it keeps happening. But when that happens, the whole thing freezes. Yeah, now the page isn't responding at all. Let's restart this. Yeah, now it's back up again. I don't know what keeps crashing, but something...
Too many data is being loaded at once, and therefore...
That floppy drive is really floppy driving. Yeah, unfortunately, I don't know what this Sysbreak 7 error means or how to fix it. And I keep having to restart the server because once I start getting those errors, it stops responding. All right, we're just going to go into boot ops here and edit this so we automatically start networking at boot up. So that is a full web server running on a single floppy disk.
That's impressive.
Not just the web server, but the OS, the stuff we're serving, everything in 1.44 megabytes. I think this kind of experiment is the perfect thing to illustrate how computer bloat has really gotten out of hand. What do we need to spend?
Exactly. That's what I mean by optimization. And that starts by removing all of the crap that no one uses.
Everything you need in 1.44 megabytes. But that'll do it for today's video. If you enjoyed it, I'd appreciate a thumbs up. And if you'd like to see more stuff like this, please subscribe down below.
Already done.
Thank you so much for watching. And I just want to give a very
done. That's the thing.
special thank you.
Afterwards, we'll be looking like at a computer which is so powerful, that, from what I heard, that it like outclasses Apple computers, and it's x86. That's quite a thing, though I think it's going to be extremely bottlenecked by this. Yeah, there we go. Like, there is already a biggest bottleneck on the Intel computer. It's running Windows.
Versus Apple M5 MacBook Pro. Can Intel finally...
So is it really that powerful?
Well, this is a very compelling chip that's in this Asus laptop. This is the new ExpertBook Ultra, and I think it's the most...
Looks kinda good, but it seems plastic.
Laptop to come out this year. It's not sponsored by Asus, so I can say whatever I want. So in this video, we're gonna compare everything between these two laptops to see which one is the winner in terms of design, performance, speakers, webcams, thermal throttling, and battery life, because yes, we are running a battery life test. Both of these are charged up to 100%, so this is gonna be interesting. Now I know what you guys are gonna say.
Power button like seems to have a Touch ID thing.
This is Intel's almost top of the line Panther Lake chip. This is the 358H, which has essentially the same core count, same GPU, same everything, except slightly lower clock speeds than the top of the line X9 388H. But all we have right now is the base M5 chip, and of course, when the M5 Pro comes out, we're gonna compare it to that. But let's get into
Interesting.
design. This is an absolutely beautiful laptop. I love that it has a 14-inch display. It's super compact with thin bezels, and it is insanely thin and light. It's only 0.43 inches thick versus 0.61 on the M5 MacBook Pro. It's also only 2.2 pounds versus...
Yeah, but like, the Asus doesn't really look much like aluminum.
On the MacBook Pro. I also love its design with the nano ceramic coating, which is scratch resistant and smudge resistant. I love the chamfer design, which they literally
Maybe I'm completely wrong.
To fit the ports in because it is that slim. And from a top-down view, I mean, this thing looks beautiful. You have the same coating and no stickers. Asus thank you. And this trackpad is brand
You actually got a point. Like almost every computer like that you can buy which are not Apple always come with stickers in mind. Like if I understand what he says, out of a box this computer comes with none. Which is actually a pretty good thing, considering that if you look, like if you have a laptop with you, you bought the laptop. You bought the laptop, you have a box. The box could already indicate everything that's on it. So yeah, thanks for not putting a sticker, guys.
new for the
Well, besides Dolby Audio, but I think that's kind of a necessity on this one.
ExpertBook Ultra. This is a glass haptic trackpad and it feels
Nice.
absolutely amazing compared to the MacBook Pro. Basically the same. They have a fingerprint sensor right here, just like the MacBook has, and they did show us the full internal redesign from the ground up at CES. They've jam-packed everything in there, including 6 speakers with dual woofers. So let's go ahead and just test the speakers.
Yeah, it's considerably louder. And it doesn't seem to be any worse in terms of quality. That's fair to see that. Take my words.
Wow, that was actually really impressive. It looks like the ExpertBook is louder than the MacBook, and I hear the bass. That's very impressive because usually Windows laptops, their speakers sound like trash. This sounds very good. The only thing is I think the mids are brought up a little bit too high where all the sounds kind of muffle together a bit, where on the MacBook Pro they're more clear and you can hear those differences between the frequencies.
And now let's test out the camera on the
What is this? Mic quality? It stinks! Like, okay. Word time. I have an Asus laptop. An Asus TUF i15, I think that's what it is. It's decent, but its microphone is like the biggest piece of crap. Like, made a Samsung Galaxy A3 would be like much better in terms of quality. And I think that like Asus and mics, it's not their things.
ExpertBook Ultra. It looks not too bad. It does look a little bit contrasty. You guys let me know how the microphone sounds down below.
And now we have the base M5 MacBook Pro's webcam. This is also a 1080p. This is their center stage. And to me, this looks a lot more overall balanced. Let me know about the microphones down below. Now, one thing you guys might notice on
It was about that. It was about the Asus.
a little bit washed out compared to the MacBook that looks nice with deep blacks. The reason is this comes with the Corning Gorilla Matte finish, which is not a screen protector that they add on top. The glass is actually etched just like Apple does with their nano texture, but unfortunately one of the side effects is that you see a little bit more of that gray washout effect, especially with our ceiling tiles. And that's a little bit unfortunate because this is the best display that I've ever seen on any laptop. This is a 3K tandem OLED. Taking a look here, this is a YouTube video with HDR, 1400 nits. It's still very bright, almost as bright as 1600 on the MacBook Pro. And now this is where you start to see the advantages of the tandem OLED. I mean, look how bright it is. Look how nice those colors pop. Look at that honey. It just pops out. And one thing you'll notice on the MacBook is that subtle halo effect you can see around very bright whites. And of course the ExpertBook also goes up to 120 Hz dynamic refresh rate.
Yeah, just like my
MacBook Pro. So I can't wait till we get this display on the MacBook because it is amazing. And finally, I want to talk about the port selection because it's pretty dang good on the ExpertBook. You have 2 Thunderbolt 4 Type-Cs, 1 on each side. You also have 2 Type-A USB 3.2 Gen 2 ports, 1 on each side. You also have a headphone jack, and you have HDMI.
Compared to the MacBook Pro, like in terms of ports, you have much more of it.
So it has an additional one. It also has MagSafe 3 for charging.
Like, I'm gonna be honest with you, actually. I use the MacBook all the times, and like, the quote lack of ports hasn't really been bothering me because almost all of my hardware just have a native USB-C port. So yeah, for me it's fine. Even though I would have liked at least one USB-A port, they were able of like cramming an HDMI on it. So yeah.
Slot on the side, but the HDMI is not as good. And jumping right into Geekbench 6, you can see the chip and everything right here. It's the Core Ultra X73588. It's got 32 gigs of RAM compared to 16.
Yes, Ram, get it.
5, and it comes with a 1TB SSD compared to 512 on the M5. Holy smokes, guys, look at that! The Panther Lake 13,980 compared to 6,000.
It's getting obliterated in drive access.
About the M5's SSDs being a lot faster than the previous base M4. But look at this thing, over flippin' twice as fast. And as for the write speed, we have 8,000 on this laptop. That's 35% faster. Dang.
It's just amazing.
On these SSDs. But let's go ahead and start with the CPU test. While this is running, I do want to mention I set all of the power and battery modes to the highest performance, so we're seeing the best performance on battery. There you go, we have our scores, and dang, Apple still kills it in single core. 53% faster.
Yeah, like I'm gonna have to say it again. Windows is a giant bottleneck in terms of CPU usage because it uses so much resources. Like if you were to use Linux, maybe your Geekbench would be better. Wink.
Then this Panther Lake chip. And in terms of the multi-core, yes, the M5 is still faster. It's about 16% faster than what we have with this Panther.
So yeah, in CPU,
now, yes,
Apple is still killer on this one.
On battery, I did test it earlier, plugged in. It was about 16,500 when you have it charging, so it does pull out a little bit more power. Now, of course, we also want to test the web browsing. This is Speedometer 3.1, which basically shows you how snappy it is when you're browsing the web and using all your web-based apps. And would you look at that, the MacBook Pro is almost 2 times faster in terms of web browsing.
Again, Windows.
First test. This is web design within Figma, and this is a project provided to us by 500 Designs, one of the best design and marketing agencies in the US. And with this test, we basically just go down and we're gonna export 12 of these layers right here. There you go. 1 minute and 26 seconds. That's pretty quick. And oh my goodness, are you serious? 1 minute and 27 seconds on the M5. Panther Lake has its first win by just 1 second.
By 1 second, yeah.
Over to graphics with the brand new Intel Arc B3.
Though that could be one thing, like graphics could be a good thing.
10 core M5. Here we go. We've got the scores, and it looks like the M5
Yeah.
is still faster. 53%.
Once again, Windows is likely taking too much resources. Like you should be people should be testing how it works on Linux a little bit more often. It could make it a little bit better in terms of ratings.
Steel Nomad Lite, and dang, Panther Lake, not bad at all. The M5 scored 39.9 FPS compared to 38.4. That is incredibly good.
Yeah, though here it seems better.
It's x86. You can actually use all of it, and to be with.
Oh, okay, I almost forgot about that. ARM x86, important.
Then an APU on here, and not having to get NVIDIA graphics anymore, that is super, super impressive. And now I also want to test Solar Bay Extreme. This is basically a test of the ray tracing capabilities with graphics all mixed together, so let's definitely run that. And there you go, the M5 is a little bit faster here, about 17% higher FPS than the Panther Lake super good GPU. But now let's take the graphics to the next level with video rendering in Blender. This is the new 5.0.1 version, and as you can see here on the Panther Lake, we have it set to 1 API GPU rendering with that B390 GPU, so it has full metal ray tracing, acceleration, everything built in. And of course, we have the same thing, Metal RT on the M5, so we're doing GPU only on these tests, starting with, of course, the classic BMW. There you go, BMW is now rendered. It took 12.7 seconds on the M5 and basically 22 seconds on the Panther Lake. So it looks like the M5 is about 10 seconds faster. That is quite a bit quicker. And now let's kick.
Yeah, here you may say that 10 seconds isn't much, but like the rendering, like if you render like a thing that is considerably longer, then you can be clearly sure that it's going to take forever, because it's like almost twice as slower. So imagine you render a video of that.
Quite a bit quicker. And now let's kick it up a notch. This is the Party Tug Splash screen. Once again, cycles GPU on both of these. No way, guys. Panther Lake 1. 55 seconds on the Panther Lake. 58 seconds.
Oh, GG computer.
That is really...
On Windows, it could, like on Linux, it could be way better.
APU, Intel. You are doing work. All right, that's it. It is.
But once that Intel is starting to come a little bit higher.
A Swamp project by a third-party developer. I think his name is Lasha 3D. Anyway, you can run this yourself. I'll leave the link down below, but he made this incredible project. All right, that's finally done. Took 11 minutes and 36 seconds on the M5 and 15 minutes and 24 seconds on the Panther Lake chip. So when it comes to something massive like this, the M5 gets way ahead. Maybe that's because of unified memory compared to 32 gigs, which is no longer unified like the previous Lunar Lake was. And now let's move on to photo editing. This is a Lightroom classic. We're gonna be exporting 50 42 megapixel raw photos. I wanna show you guys quickly that I have the performance preferences open, and you can see your system automatically supports full acceleration. Yes, so that's using the GPU, and bam, the MacBook Pro is done. 36 seconds, and the Panther Lake just got to basically 50%. And there you go, Panther Lake just finished. 1 minute and 13 seconds, essentially.
Still getting obliterated, mate.
On the
Relax.
358H compared to the M5. And now finally, let's jump into Cinebench. This is gonna be the real CPU rendering test that a lot of people are excited for. I'm just gonna do a single run of the multi-core test, and then I'll do the 10-minute run with the 2026 version. We can see that we're running at 2.4 gigahertz clock speed on Panther Lake, compared to, look at that, P-cores are at 4 gigahertz. By the way, the single fan on the M5 MacBook Pro is fully maxed out. This expert book is very, very quiet right now. And dang, Panther Lake is not quite fast enough. We have 1,105 points on the M5, 853 on this Panther Lake chip. It could be because it is unplugged. Yep, that is exactly why it's on battery and it can't keep up the power, because I'm looking at the 2024 10-minute stress test 1122 that I ran.
Oh, it actually overpasses the MacBook.
To actually beat the M5 MacBook Pro. Wow.
That's why, like, plugged in and unplugged, it's still a great deal, but like, mate, the difference isn't really that high, even on battery. Like, for many people, it's considered usable.
Beat the M5 MacBook Pro. Wow, it would have won if you plugged it in. But of course, since our main objective is the battery life test, we have to run it in this video, everything on battery, like you should with laptops, because they're meant to go places and not just be connected and tethered to a cable all the time. All right, here we have Cinebench 2026. I've set it to a 10-minute throttling test. Let's go ahead and get started, and we'll come back in a few minutes to check out the temps. All right, guys, it's been a full 10 minutes. The MacBook Pro decided to do an additional run compared to the Panther Lake, which is almost done, but let's look at these temps, guys. All right, Panther Lake first, we have a hotspot right here at the top center, 41 degrees Celsius. Let's move over to the MacBook. Here we can see that super hotspot right there where the display is out. That's actually how it's...
Yeah, like, I think there's the, like, the air outtake just over here, you know?
Expelling the air. But as for the actual chassis temp, dang, 43 degrees Celsius. So about 1.5 degrees Celsius hotter on the base M5 MacBook Pro. And the Panther Lake just finished 3,440 points. The M5 is still going with that additional run, which will eat a little bit into the battery. All right, there you go. The MacBook Pro is now done. It scored 4,162 compared to 3,440.
Yeah, it's still better.
21% faster in this stress test. Now, I do want to mention this was on battery, which yes,
Again, once again, I
I
mean.
ran it earlier, the 10-minute, and it got
Yeah, it's kinda almost on par.
So definitely faster, about, what is that, like 500, 600 points higher. However, the M5 MacBook Pro still beats it even when this laptop is plugged into power. So there you guys go. With all of that testing and everything done, we've got to finish off with the battery life before I get into my own personal thoughts and conclusions, both on Panther Lake and how good it is, and this ExpertBook Ultra as well. Let's look at the MacBook Pro first. 40% battery life on the MacBook Pro. It's been about 2.5 hours since I unplugged them and started doing all the heavy testing. By the way, I want to mention that
Windows,
I had both of
which
them
one?
maxed out to
Battery
100%
life.
brightness. They both have standard 600 nits. And as for the ExpertBook Ultra Panther Lake, 38% battery.
Honestly, I'm surprised. Like almost having on par battery life on x86.
Then 40 on the M5 MacBook Pro.
Like,
That is extremely impressive.
Intel, like,
Intel,
what?
Good job. Asus, good job. Maxed out brightness. That is crazy good. I have not seen a Windows laptop perform this well in terms of battery life. Of course, there's a couple of caveats. It had to lower down the performance on battery, so that is.
But I mean, this is still good.
Minus. The MacBook Pro is faster.
Wait,
and
it running Linux will be considerably better though.
It's not the fastest Panther Lake chip
Word of advice.
for that X9 388H, but unfortunately, it, I guess, doesn't come in this laptop, at least not yet. But as far as Panther Lake, in my thoughts, extremely efficient. Graphics is great. Not as fast as M5, but you get x86 games that you could actually play at playable frame rates. Super exciting. This laptop is absolutely a banger. I love the display. Tandem OLED. Absolutely.
The Windows is still garbage.
The design, the thickness, 2.2 pounds. I mean, this is an engineering marvel over on the Windows side. Asus, you guys absolutely killed it. I love this laptop. I think it is the best Panther Lake laptop out there. Let me know what you guys think on this comparison.
Yeah, since like the M1 Max have landed in 2020, like Intel had to really catch up against like Apple and AMD. I think they're starting to catch up just 6 years later. Yeah, because 2020 was 6 years ago. Do you feel old yet? I sure do. Because Splatoon 3 released in 2022. Like when we came to the point where we have been waiting, like where like the game has been out for longer than we were waiting for the game to come out, you can understand what I mean. Especially if it's like GTA 6. But yeah, next video that's going to come in a few seconds. You have a Nintendo DS, right? Like that marvel of a gaming console. I'm gonna show it to you immediately for people that doesn't know what the Nintendo DS is, because I gotta realize I'm old, and the Nintendo DS, which was like the device everyone had when like when we were kids, is now a thing that simply doesn't exist anymore. So I'm going to show it to you immediately, just so you can understand what we're looking for today. The Nintendo DS. First of its name, this was this. A console with two displays, one of them being a title display. And there we go, like it was a full-fledged console. You pretty much know it by its most popular variant, which will be the Lite. There you go, that's a form factor you're pretty much knowing much more. And like both were little revolution back in the day. And yeah, now it's just classical consoles, you know. checking my phone for a second. Voila. Why I'm talking about Nintendo DS now? Because Ain, not Iron Neo, Ain just released a little device which kinda like continues on the Nintendo DS like legacy. You gotta look at that, it's absolutely great.
It's the DS. 2 joysticks. Oh my god, this one has 0. This one has 2 as well, but basically 1. Close enough. Welcome back, IQDS. Who's this Nintendo everyone's talking about? It's here. The Ein Thor. Ein as in Ein. Please, Samsung, grace me with your package opening ability. Did I show you guys this one yet? I don't remember. Not the device, the Samsung letter opener. I got this from my fiance's old boss. I had to buy her a really cool dragon one in order to get it out of her cold dead hands. Worth every penny. It's the
Smazneg.
tonight. I turned it off because I would rather play with this because it is far more interesting.
Okay, my friend, continue, please.
A spec sheet. Okay, this is the second channel, bud. Da-da-da-da. Passed the genuine product quality test. Pass certification. Imagine if you got one of these and it just says failed. I got the white one, and when I say got, I mean bought. I was not sent this one as much as I would like that to have been the case because they're like $300. But I bought the white one because all the reviewers were saying that it is a fingerprint monster on the inside, and that should help with that a little bit. Wow, yeah, she's a pretty one. The texture. Oh, the texture is fantastic. It's like the bottom of the DSi XL. I know everybody knows exactly what the bottom of a DSi XL feels like.
I mean, it's like the
It's a
DSi.
little thick. It's a little thick.
Oh,
Just a little.
she
But
fake!
terribly so. The shoulder buttons, if they weren't flared out like that, then they would not be contributing so much. But ergonomically, I assume it's nice to be like that. Yeah, that's great. If you're gonna have 2 sets of shoulder buttons here, I don't think you could really get away with not doing this. And I'd rather they do that than try and do the half-assed whatever this was supposed to be. Damn, it does just feel real nice.
Garbage.
Oh, that's kind of cute. I'm gonna give this to a baby. Here's your controller, baby. Wow. Oh, it's got the hinge stop points. It seems a little aggressive, though. Yeah, they didn't replicate the angle 100% correct. It's off by like 2 degrees. Oh, no,
Like, is it really a problem?
I'm just kind of holding it. Don't think it's gonna feel great. It's just, oh my god, my eyes are just so attuned to having this at like the exact DS angle, and it won't do it. That is kind of frustrating. I almost would rather have it just be in like flat mode. I'm sure I'll get used to it. On.
Oh yeah, pose. But that's another DS. That's a GPD XD Plus. But yeah, like that's to tell you how like the Nintendo DS style has been absolutely amazing. Though the one you're seeing here has 2 screens, this one doesn't. Also, it's hinged like the plastic is cracked here, so yeah. I had to glue it back together, you know.
On.
Hello there.
So it's very Android, but honestly, as far as I'm concerned, that is a good thing. Some of these devices have their own little, like, weird bespoke Linux thing on them, and I'm not really a fan of those. Dual wireless LAN acceleration. G-Build 2 Wi-Fis? That's witchcraft. I'm not turning that on. Oh, the touchscreen being on the top. Oh, that feels dirty. Oh, that's not a DS. No. So you could pick, like, Android typical launcher or the super souped up gamery one. That looks like a Windows phone. We're not doing that. You can go iPhone mode or classic mode. And because this bottom screen looks like it's going to be the one with the nav buttons, I'm kind of inclined to go with swipe mode just because it takes up slightly less screen real estate because this bottom screen is not huge. Oh, this is weird. I was told for the most part that we have Samsung to thank for this device. They don't really have anything to do with it, but in a roundabout way, they kind of do. Samsung and all the other companies making foldables right now. Dual screen on Android has been kind of a disaster. They have tried to do it before, but now that foldables are getting so common, it's easier to do this. It's also easy for me to recommend the Red Magic 11 Air from the sponsor of today.
I don't have money to buy a new phone. Sorry, I like my S10.
Go check it out. Man, this screen does look really good. Is this an OLED? Oh, interesting. The top screen is a 1080p 120 hertz display. The bottom is similar, 1080 by 1240, but 60 hertz. And they are both OLED, and I believe them. Wow, this looks very good. Okay, I want to do the meme. I am Bringus maxing right now. This is like speedrunning cannibalism. I am consuming myself at double speed. So this doesn't actually work. You can play one, and then when you go to play the other, it like works for a second.
That's how it works on Android.
I'm sure there's a way to get that to work though. How do you go home on the top screen? You hit this? No, I don't know what that does. Square, triangle. I don't know. Oh wait, I've got a little grabber. Hee hee, there we go. This is just the weirdest device ever. Cause like I've used some of these crummy Android handhelds before, but this one's not crummy. It's really freaking good. I've spent all of 5 minutes with it, and most of that is just going back and forth on the launcher. But to have like a fast Android device like one of these thingies, it just like makes sense because it's like a Snapdragon 8 whatever fuck you, I don't, which one is it? Snapdragon 8 Gen 2. That's like, what is it? Isn't that from like 2022 2023? I don't remember. Snapdragon 8 Gen 2 release date. Yeah, 2022. Okay, so
It's still a good shape.
that's a lot more power than you usually get in these things. It's got the fancy Qualcomm Adreno. Did you know that Adreno is actually an anagram of Radeon? Bet you didn't know that. Okay, so my initial impressions.
No, I didn't.
This thing is absolutely sick. It just feels good. This is like a device I am proud to have in my hands. I don't really know how to explain it other than that. It is just a tad bigger than the big DS. Just a tad.
Yeah.
I didn't really notice
But
that.
I mean, it's not really problematic as long as it can fit in a pocket,
I'm gonna take a little bit with it. Do a little
which
bit of
you can't with the Steam Deck. Like, you really
back with
can't.
some actually thought out thoughts. It's been a few weeks. My opinion has changed. Don't get me wrong, it's still awesome. I've just discovered that I love this thing like a parent loves their child. I can see so much potential in him. I just need him to be a little better. Here is my official small list of gripes. Number 1, the power button location is unfortunate. It doesn't really seem like it right off the bat because it's like, what, you're actually gonna hit that? Are you kidding?
Says like, mate, the new 3DS, it was absolutely the same deal. Because on the other end, sure, but the power button was still here.
Me? Are you stupid? Turns out I'm as stupid as they come because I put my pinky right here. And when I go to hit the start button, whoops, my
Oops.
pinky knuckle presses the power button a lot. I always feel like I gotta put my pinkies right here when I'm using a device like this. Kind of helps keep it up, you know, like a tablet stand or something. And then when I don't do that, I just feel like my hands start shifting this way. So I end up pressing the power button with my pinky knuckle quite often, unfortunately. And oh, the speakers? Hold on, we'll do a Buck Bumble comparison. So here it is on my S24 Ultra. And the Thor.
Yeah, it's really equator.
Now, if I had a good way to play the Buck Bumble song on an actual DS, I think the DS might win. The speakers on this are not great. And based on all the videos that have been getting recommended to me about how the sound can be improved on the Einthor, I'm guessing a lot of other people feel this way. Let's watch one of these right now, actually. What? I'm following the tutorial. Warning, Einthor is unsupported. Bruh. Screw it, it worked for them. We are installing James DSP. James is really branching out nowadays. It sounds like this audio improvement is setting this equalizer.
Once again, from Australia, James.
Curve from back in the day.
Always Australia.
Actually known as the guy whacking off under the covers curve. See, here's the head, and here's Jimmy. In theory, that's it. Okay, Buck Bumble, welcome back.
There's no difference.
I'm not convinced. Let's try not an N64 game song. I don't know if it's just like not working, but I don't hear a difference. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe I just did this wrong, but I don't hear a single change. Like, look, I just switched it to the most ass EQ you've ever seen, and it's not changing. You would be able to hear this. Maybe I just gotta restart it. I just got a Java runtime error for the DSP, so it just doesn't work. That's really weird considering all the other people on Reddit saying it works. I can't believe I am being lied to on the internet. Do I have to do this? Allow running in the background? It doesn't work. It just doesn't work. Okay, well, somebody in the comments tell me how I royally screwed that up. Next issue. This might be a little tough to see, but there's like a pink spot on the screen.
Bless
It's
you.
supposed to be right around like here. It's very hard to notice. Well, now it's impossible to notice. Thanks, dude. You can kind of see it here. It manifests itself usually as just like a little bit brighter than the rest of the screen. And on white, it's like slightly pink. Yeah, it's like right there. Anyway, the fact that I'm having so much trouble even showing you means that, I mean, it's not really like the biggest defect. It's kind of obnoxious for sure, but I barely ever notice it. Next thing, and this is a bit of a me being the way I am kind of issue. I found the best use case for this thing of all time. It's not playing DS games, and it's not attention span maxing either. Open up Proxmox. Wait, nope, not on that screen. That's another issue for later. And boot up one of the old VMs. Now, how cool would it be to remote into one of your computers or virtual machines or whatever, have it on the top screen? Oh my goodness, the precision is not great. So have your PC here on the top screen.
You're just using a finger on a very small screen.
A trackpad and like a virtual keyboard. That would make this thing like one of the greatest little virtual console things ever. And by virtual console, I don't mean the Nintendo virtual console. I mean like a laptop, a little tiny laptop. I think that would be sick. And I did look around for like a virtual keyboard app of some kind. I even got this wacky Bluetooth one because I had the idea of like broadcasting a Bluetooth keyboard signal and then connecting to it from itself. But that's not how Bluetooth works. So yeah, I thought that would be cool because the alternative, unfortunately, is if I want to use the keyboard here, I just have to bring it up. Wait, does that work? I feel like such a dickhead right now. Okay, well, I guess you can do that. I mean, this doesn't solve the mouse problem, but I mean, it's Linux. You're not supposed to use a mouse anyway. You know, there actually might be a way to get the
get out
to work as a mouse. I bet you can do that. Okay, so I think there's a way to kind of do this, and this is better than I thought because you can do the keyboard. I swear when I was messing around with this earlier, it popped the keyboard up on this screen. Okay, well, it's aging like fine wine, I guess. Yeah, there could have been an update since I checked this out last. It's been a little bit. I just think this is a really cool use case for it. And now that I see that the keyboard does pop up correctly, I'm a little more happy. But you know what makes me not happy? Really weird LCD screens that are not in the orientation they are made to be in. And I got a feeling that this bottom screen might be an example of that. Watch very closely. Now, I do not know if this is coming through on the video, but I think it is. I'm also taking a slow-mo video on my phone here so that you can see it definitely. The right side of the screen reacts slower than the left side of the
I hope you're not epileptic, mate.
Regular usage. It's not just one of those things. Like you can... I don't know if you can see it on this camera view, but you can see it with your eyeballs. I promise you can notice it. Actually, I don't know if I'm gonna promise you'll notice it. If you're one of those rare breeds of people that can't tell the difference between like 60 and 120 FPS, basically everyone engagement baiting about iPhones ever, you probably won't notice it. But for the rest of humanity, it's a little bothersome. You can just barely notice it. It's like the left side of the screen feels like it has less delay than the right side of the screen. It's like I'm using two different devices based on the side of the screen I'm touching. And lastly, with screens, 2 of them to be precise, it would be really nice to be able to take what is on this screen and with the press of a single button, move it to that screen. However, that is not a thing. Even if you go to the home menu, go to your recent apps and go ahead and bring it up on this screen, it still puts it on that screen. It would be so nice to just be able to hit like a button and just poop, put it up there. But no. Actually, what happens?
That could become a thing maybe in a software update.
The bottom screen. Okay, nothing. So currently the way I've figured out to do this is that you have to just take whatever app you have here and then click on it on this screen and then it'll move it. It's a little janky. Not a huge fan of that, especially because the top and the bottom screens don't have the same home screen. This is like your home screen where you pick the layout and everything. This is the app drawer. So this is always going to show every app, but not in the order you want it to. And this is going to show apps in the order you want them to, but unless you manually move every single app over, it's not going to show every app. So that's just a bit of a complaint, but since this thing is Android and since it's brand new, that means that there are probably going to be updates down the line.
Yeah, hopefully.
Right now, no. Oh, also though, I did notice that when it closes, listen to this. Yeah, it didn't sound soft, did it? Maybe mine is just a defect or something, but it seems to be having the screen hit the D-pad when it's closing instead of hitting the little bump stop things. So that kind of hurts my soul a lot when I forget about that and go to snap it closed like a DS. Also, I know earlier that I said that this is not an ISO.
He's running like...
So,
Skyrim on his machine.
It gets as hot as one. Get a little bit of nerve damage. Yes, we do. So, all of that being said, this device just makes sense. It does. It really does. Android is finally at the point where it can handle multi-screen stuff pretty good thanks to all the foldables.
Multi-screen.
To do
Make
this
it go.
is so freaking understated. Like, you have no idea how good of a time I'm having right now. But I think what it boils down to is the fact that there is a physical separation between these two screens. It's kind of like the ultra-wide monitor issue. By default on ultra-wide monitors, since it's just one really wide monitor, it behaves somewhat unintuitively. Like if you snap a thing to the left and then snap a thing to the right, it's almost like you got two 4x3 monitors. If you had two monitors, if you snap something to the left and to the right on both of them, look at that. Now you've got four things open. I don't know if you guys kind of understand what I'm trying to say here. That's kind of a piss poor analogy, but like, you know how trying to use split screen is on a normal device. Like, it's fine, but it's also just weird and kind of terrible. And I know this isn't the same screen amount that you got here. It's a little better on foldables, but I don't know. It's really hard to explain this without just using it. Two distinct screens make this a distinctly cool device. Android on this form factor works awesome. The emulation stuff works awesome. There is truly no better way to play Tetris on an Android device than emulating Tetris Axis for the 3DS. Is this game just like public domain music? That's awesome. The base model is $250, 8 gigs of RAM, 128 gigs of storage.
Not quite expensive thing, like not really expensive considering the hardware you have. Like it was almost on par with my Poco F1 in terms of price and performance.
I would definitely recommend getting at least the base. This one here is the Pro. For another $50, you get 4 more gigs of RAM. That's pretty good. Another 128 gigs of storage too. Max, I feel like, is a bit of a big ask. You are definitely entering Steam Deck territory here. Base is good. Pro's better if you can stretch your budget a little. If I had to pick between a Steam Deck and this thing though, it just depends on what you want to play. Like, yeah, you can play PC games on this thing. I think that's even one of the bigger selling points of this one, the Max. But I mean, you can do that on this one too if you really want. Okay, if I'm being honest, I don't know if there's a better way to play Skyrim at 3 FPS. I think if you're very comfortable with the fact that this thing is natively Android and you're a big DS and 3DS fan, this is a pretty good buy. The Steam Deck is PC focused with really good emulation options, but if you're huge into DS and 3DS, I do not think you can beat this. Okay, thank you for watching, Bringles. I hope you
Voila. So, the DS reborn, I guess. And I think we should be talking a little bit about Windows. You know me, you know that I'm not really fond of Windows 11. I'm not fond at all. Like, I've tested multiple betas saying like, maybe it went better. No, it didn't go better. So people actually make guides to unload the operating system considering how crap it is. Let's take a look at one of them. Let's take a look at how good it was. If it was good.
I needed to fully reinstall Windows for undisclosed reasons, and I like them clean. No Microsoft AI and ad slop. So here's what I did. I typed in download Windows 11 and went to the official Microsoft store, which for some reason denied me access. Eventually I got in, and under download Windows disk image, selected Windows 11 and confirm. Then after a while, selected my language and confirm again. Finally, it let me download Windows. This downloaded a massive 7 GB file.
You already downloaded that, mate.
To put onto a USB, so I plugged it in. Then on the same Microsoft page, I also got the Windows installation media tool, which will essentially
download it again.
GB file onto that USB. You can't just drag it in, unfortunately. Once I had the ISO file, the media tool, and my USB plugged in, I opened the media tool, carefully read through the license agreement, unchecked use recommended options, and on the next screen made sure I had USB flash drive selected. Then it asked me to click on which USB drive. I just had one, so I clicked on it, and it was time to
Flash!
productively. When I first installed Windows onto a freshly built computer, my internet didn't work, so I had to also download my motherboard internet drivers. This is the same computer, so I'll do it here too. But first I had to find my motherboard name, which I found in my brain. Oh, what if you don't have it stored in your brain? You can right-click on the Start menu and choose Run, or click Windows plus R, and type
Info
in
32.
msinfo32.
It's already like the same thing on Windows XP, so yeah.
You want to
I was a
reinstall
long
Windows
time
on
user of this
laptop,
command.
then just Google your laptop name plus motherboard drivers. So I did Google that for my motherboard, and inside of the first link, I was able to find the LAN and chipset drivers. LAN means internet drivers. I downloaded them both. If your computer has Wi-Fi, it's a good idea to also download Wi-Fi drivers. I then transfer them to another computer.
Good idea.
Because everything on this PC will get nuked.
I love his editing style.
While Windows was still doing its thing, I made sure to back up everything I had on this computer, like my secret notepad files or my Minecraft mods folder. A cool thing I found is that you can also back up settings from a bunch of different apps. I'll show the apps I used later in this video, but one of them is Power Toys, and I went here, clicked back up my settings, then went into the backup folder and saved this file on another computer. Same for OBS. I went to File, Show Settings folder, and backed all of this up. Windows was finally done cooking, so it was time to reinstall. I restarted my PC and smashed the delete key, which took me into BIOS settings. If delete doesn't work, you can try F2, or just hold shift while you're restarting, which will take you to this blue screen, and then here pick troubleshoot and UEFI firmware settings. It should take you to
it works great, so that's good.
I wanted to tell my computer to start up inside of the USB. On the right side, there was boot priority, but I wasn't seeing my USB. So I clicked boot menu and it was hiding at the bottom of the list. So I clicked on it. And after a while, the classic Windows install screen showed up. But before the procedure, I want to tell you about boot.dev, who are
Oh no, god damn it.
the Python, SQL, and get back
Skip.
to Windows installation. Here I selected I agree that everything on my PC will be deleted. Clicked next, shows I don't have a product key. If you have it, cool, you can activate Windows later through legitimate methods. Then I
Well, it's not just that, it's the fact that many Windows computers have their product key stored within the system, so most of the time you don't even need to use that.
chose Windows 11 Pro, accepted the license agreement, and here it asked me to choose where I want to install Windows. I had a bunch of stuff here, and since I'm deleting everything anyway, I clicked on each one and chose delete partition, which essentially just combined all of this available space into one big blob. And since I had two separate SSDs inside my computer, it created two blobs. And the third thing was my USB where I'm installing Windows from. So I selected the top one with more space because I wanted to install Windows there, and success, it was installing Windows. This wasn't over though, because once it was done with this part, I
welcome to the setup.
Region, then come up with the name for my computer. I did desktop PC, very original, and then Windows asked me to connect to the internet. I wanted to avoid this like the plague, because if I surrender and do this, it will force me to create a Microsoft account and also kindly suggest that I subscribe to all Microsoft services. But I knew a method to skip this. First, I unplugged the internet cable.
But it was made unavailable because, of course.
Just click Shift and F10 on my keyboard, which opened this scary terminal window. Inside of it, I had to type OOBE, then backslash, bypass, and RO. And once I clicked enter, it restarted the entire setup. And when I arrived
on the installer then.
Screen, there was now a button that said, I don't have internet connection. How convenient. Then I set up my username and password, truthfully answered security questions, and then made sure to disable all of these things that Windows wants to collect about me. After that, and a few minutes, I was finally inside. But that was the easy part. I saw that now I don't have internet, so I plugged in the Ethernet cable, and unexpectedly, I now had internet. If you're doing this on a newly built PC, then that might not be the case. Don't panic. Remember those motherboard drivers that I downloaded before? If there had been no internet, I would have needed to use those to get internet. But first, I'd have to transfer them to my PC from another PC. I could use the same USB that I used for Windows installation. It's done its job now, but I would need to first right-click on the USB and choose Format to erase all of the Windows installation stuff inside of it. I was doing this on a Mac, so I chose erase disk instead and used exFAT as the format, and then moved those driver files into the USB and transferred them to Windows. Once here, I extracted them, and now I had to find out how to install the drivers. Inside, I found a README folder, so I opened the setup instructions with Microsoft Edge, which annoyingly asked to harvest all of my data, which I declined, but it will still do it anyway, I'm sure. And here were the instructions. It said launch setup.exe and follow instructions. So I went back in that folder, found setup.exe, and after clicking next a few times, it installed the internet.
I'm gonna be advancing in the video a little bit more because like right now, what I want is like the
to take care of first.
debloating.
One is set my own wallpaper. Beautiful. The other one is go into settings, then go into accessibility, mouse pointer and touch, and I want to make sure that there's no mouse acceleration because it's already driving me crazy. So I'm going to scroll down, go into mouse here, then additional mouse settings. I love how Windows has everything at different places, and then I'll go into pointer options and uncheck enhance pointer precision. This will remove mouse acceleration, which is beautiful. Also, see how the mouse cursor is very hard to see? You probably don't see. So I'm going to go into pointers and apply my own mouse cursor so that you can see it better. Next, I got quite lucky again because if I go into my device manager and then expand display adapters, you can see that Windows automatically recognizes you and an AMD or NVIDIA graphics card. Make sure you know which one you have because you want to make sure that you're downloading the correct drivers for those parts. So I'm going to open up Microsoft all the way
Yeah, debloating, please.
so let's win what it's going to
Okay, quick status.
It's been created by this gentleman, and essentially what it's going to let us do is remove a bunch of bloat from Windows, or at least silence it. Make sure you go to the official website, christitus.com. I'm going to leave all the links in the description so you can make sure it's the actual website. When you click here, you can scroll down, and here's how to run it. It says launch the terminal, and then type this command to launch the toolbox. So let's copy this command, then right-click on the Windows logo and choose terminal. Whoa, this looks a little...
You launched the wrong one. You launched it in that admin.
It does some things. It's going to open a new app. First,
works.
I'm going to go up here into tweaks, and here in the recommended sections, I'll just go standard. It's going to remove all of this stuff from Windows. Delete temporary files, disable telemetry data. I'm also going to scroll down here, and I want to remove OneDrive as well because I'm not using it. Then there's the option to remove gallery from Explorer. It's this thing right here. I never use it. I'm also nuking Microsoft Copilot. And here's another useful one, set classic right-click menu. This is how the right-click menu looks like now. You have to click show more options in order to do some useful stuff like refresh. Once I'm happy with all of this, I can also customize my preferences on the right. You know, stuff like turn on dark theme so I don't have to navigate settings. Could have also disabled mouse acceleration from here. So from here, I want to always show file extensions. I don't really need the task view button in the taskbar. I also don't need the snap assist flyout. It's this thing right here at the top, so I'll disable it. See, it's no longer it's still here. It was actually snap assist suggestion. Nope, that's not it. Wait, which one is it? Either way, I'll also disable recommendations in start menu, then also disable Bing search in start menu, then scroll all the way down and add and activate the ultimate performance profile. This is very useful if you have a gaming laptop, especially because it will allow it to run at maximum performance without caring about your battery life. So finally, I haven't actually run these tweaks, so I'm going to click run tweaks, and if I switch to this other terminal window, you can see it's doing all of the stuff real time. Uninstalling OneDrive now.
One of the most useful pieces of tech because it's a way to have a usable Windows experience.
And now we're left with a kind of clean system. Next, I don't want to see this ever in my taskbar, so I'll go into taskbar settings and disable widgets and go into taskbar.
Wait for the next update that will show it back again.
Taskbar. I also later found out that you can entirely remove this widget screen by
which it will get reinstalled anyway.
Winget uninstall Windows Web Experience Pack in quotation marks. So that's what I did. Then I'm going to go into system, then find display, then go into advanced display and make sure that this setting here, choose a refresh rate, is set to the highest one possible. If you just bought a high refresh rate monitor and you don't really see a difference between 60 hertz and more hertz, it's very likely that you haven't gone here and set this to the highest one possible.
It's a bit stupid.
Go here and double check. Anyway, I also want to remove this annoying animation whenever I go to open my taskbar. We go into control panel, system, advanced system settings, performance settings, and uncheck animation and fades. Control panel, boom. Then I'm going to choose to view this by large icons and immediately forget where to go. System, oh, it takes me to the other settings app. Then I have to click advanced system settings. What a pleasant surprise, another settings app.
Three settings app just to change one thing.
And if I uncheck fade or slide menus into view, oh yes, and look at the right click menu now. I can refresh with one click. Anyway, I'll go into display settings, which just opens settings, privacy and security, and I want to disable everything I can. Diagnostics and feedback, make sure everything is off. Search my accounts, make sure it's off. Next, inside of settings,
Look at how many things you need to turn off to actually have a computer where you can actually do your stuff. That makes no sense that you need to do all of that.
Essentially, I'm removing all the Microsoft apps that I know I will never use. Whew. Now let's move on to installing stuff. Actually, I forgot to do this inside of the Chris Titus utility, so I'll go back into terminal, then paste that command in again, and once it opens, from the main screen, I can install a bunch of useful apps. It installs them with this tool called Winget, don't worry about it, and once you select all of the apps you want, I found 21 here, you can just install and upgrade applications. Once it says installs have finished, you can close this window, and some apps even created shortcuts on the desktop. Let's exterminate them, and everything should be installed.
Exterminate!
Auto hotkey. There it is. So actually, let me go over some cool apps that I use. Audacity for audio recording. Revo Uninstaller for uninstalling apps fully so that they don't leave any unnecessary files inside of your computer. Lossless Cut. It's like a quick way to trim videos without having to open editing software and do it inside of there. A VPN, you know what it does. Notepads, this is a cool translucent,
which doesn't use like Windows 11 scrappy one.
Feature I use it for. It's only available on the Microsoft Store though. Affinity, which is a great Photoshop replacement. OBS for recording videos. Local Affinity, which is a great Photoshop replacement. OBS for recording videos. Local Send for sending files between my iPhone and my Windows PC or between Windows and Mac OS. It works just like AirDrop. Microsoft Power Toys, it lets you do a bunch of cool and amazing stuff, like having a search bar that you can open with Alt Space. Highlight your mouse in screen recordings. Make sure your computer doesn't go to sleep when you don't want to. There's an inbuilt color picker. It's just great. Shutter Encoder for converting videos to different formats. Free file sync for backing up my computer into a hard drive. Audio Relay, this app lets me play my Windows audio through my MacBook speakers if I don't want to use my earbuds. And those are pretty much all the apps that I use. So I hope that this video was useful, and actually there's one more thing that I wanted to mention.
Element of surprise!
Oh, wait, no. To shove your video. Okay. I showed you this video because, like, this is the reason I'm not really using Windows as much as I did anymore. Like, look at all the hoops you had to do just to use your computer. That's just outrageous. Anyway. Next video, yes, you're saying this, it's TF2 gameplay, yes, it's Miggy TF2 like we usually see. 2 videos of his were released in between the last 2 Reactathons, so yep, we've got some, a little bit of his content to catch back, so let's start immediately. Voila.
I'm gonna stick me thumbs in your eyes and hang on till you're dead.
Stupid! Oh, no way!
Let's settle this like gentlemen.
Spin. Killed by like this is something that happens every time on this game. Voilà, tier 2 players in a nutshell. That's why we all love this game.
You're disgusting, bro. The fuck's wrong with your face, man?
That's why he always wears a mask. That's his face. Watch and learn. Timmerman. Crumpy. No.
That soldier's a spy.
No way! This did not just happen. Yeah.
We have taken the enemy intelligence.
No. Yes. No way. No. Yes, yeah, gotcha. Let's go. That's what I'm talking about. No way. Little help.
We have crossed the enemy intelligence.
No.
Whee!
I need some help. Incoming.
Intelligence return to their base.
Blah. He has been banned. Rip.
Backing up.
He's going to get kicked.
Sniping's a good job, mate. I'll see you in hell. Thanks, mate. Need a sentry here. Damn it. Well, that was idiotic. I see you, mate. This is not a good day to you, mate.
Alert. The enemy is taking intelligence.
Diabolos!
We have taken
Ah, nice.
Good shot, mate. Appreciate it. Nice shot, man.
Like, people that who doesn't play Team Fortress 2 are likely not understanding what's going on right now, but once you start playing Team Fortress 2 for quite a while, you know how it goes.
I am a robot. I am here to take pain is all. Help! Help me!
success. We have secured the enemy intelligence. The enemy has lost.
Let's have a
Doo-doo-doo-doo-doo-doo. Base.
Escape to spawn!
Enemy fan fell down.
My appreciation, I mean. Thank you. But of course.
hive mind. Why were you making big noises? Why? Why is he playing big sounds? Yeah, we got it with a pig. Oh. Nah.
Excuses for soldiers I have ever seen. Thanks, soldier.
You're doing good, lad.
You're doing good, lad.
Yeah, gotcha. The freaking heavy's a spot.
America. Voila, I think there is another one if I check my playlist. Yeah, there is another one from him, so yeah, we'll be looking at it right now. Shift N. Hold it.
I have no way to kill cowards.
Yeah, this is Mr. Sexton Hale.
Oh, you're going down, mate. You cannot beat.
I don't know how it did work.
Too easy.
Uzed.
Pain without end.
Best Buy is really going dead.
That hurts. Oh, killed your last medic. Doctor! No! I kill you, and kill you, and kill you. Go, go, go! Move gear up! Move gear forward! Go!
Come on. Just one hit and he's dead.
I'll capture! You cannot hide, coward! Capture position!
Nice. It just works. Ruby gets dead. Pow!
Not safe.
I'll show you again. Pow!
Not safe.
Control 4 tonight!
Dead. Look. Did he say lol? No, it's early. GG. Wow. Nothing to say about that one. We've got the cheat code for the Saxton Hail. There is something I'm gonna show you just after that. I found it not a long time ago. I know this video is already like quite a little bit old, but well, there is. I want to show it to you because well, I find it funny what you can do with compositing software. Look, book.
Do what you gotta do. Got it.
Is that a feature or what? Stop it! Going away! What? What is happening? Where's the needle at?
What do I do?
Pull it out.
Okay.
Take it. Oh my god, no, I don't want it. Please. No, please, I don't want it.
What are you goobers doing?
Please take it, take it, you take it.
Come on, I'm too young to go first.
Please take it for me. No, it's in your hands.
Hey!
Just give it to him.
Don't do that.
No. Oh. I need backup. No, the needle. We gotta get rid of that thing.
Imagine this existed in real life.
Yes. Yeah, we did. We're out. Oh.
Walk away.
We don't need this. We're over it.
Stop right there! Hey! You're under arrest!
Grab it.
Got it! Go, 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 go!
You probably shouldn't have done that.
Oh, happy birthday, by the way.
You had to wait till now?
Yeah.
Now's the good time to say it.
Honestly just remembered, so.
Voila! That's what I wanted to show you. So it came out 2 years ago, and I absolutely love it. Now, next up, you probably saw by the title, which just changed. ST Black ST. You know that name? I know that name. It's like one of the biggest C4 to rescue, like shenanigans animated thing. Like he released a new video a month ago, which was supposed to be in January's Reactathon before it got canned, which I'm gonna show right now. And he uploaded a remaster of one of his former animations that we are going to watch just after that. Yes, 2 ST Black ST's videos in one. Enjoy, mate. Box.
Finally.
This is already a good thing.
Shit!
What?
Put this heavy is here.
What the?
My babies must eat, and I am here for you.
Aw, crap.
Oh, damn it! Not again! Oh, sniper! Peace. What's up?
Peace.
Need some help here? Okay, mate.
It's going to be the scout. Look, it's the scout going to get hit. No! It worked fine, actually.
Thanks, Pally.
Oh, it is sad day.
You screwed up now, Sputnik.
No! Heavy will now shut and run home.
There was behind it.
Gentlemen, we should take it easy. Affirmative. Let's relax, boys. Ah, much better.
Oh no, it's blue!
Remember me? Yeah, you do.
What the hell?
You were in a big fat hurry to die, son.
Bring it. What the hell's going on?
Yeah, I mean, it's got blue trouble, so... Wait, blue trouble? Yeah.
Damn it, boys.
What the hell was that crap?
It seems we've landed in... Oh no.
I don't know who to kill first. Oh, I know. You.
Gentlemen, let's get to work.
Gotcha.
You are going down, you spell-casting maggot. Again.
Come on out, tough guy.
Did you think you
Oh, here it is again.
not done with you yet?
It's a fight that was never finished. Back in the days where it appeared.
Ready when you are.
You are not so good as you think.
War is hell. My kind of hell.
Big time combat starts now. This is just the beginning.
Hey, knucklehead.
Bonk.
You suck. Hiding won't save you.
No shit.
Freaking unbelievable. How's that feel, wimp? Hit the bricks, pal. You're done. Not so tough now, are you?
Oh, please. Not again.
Let this be a lesson for you.
Denied.
How could this happen?
Catch this.
Rocket!
Excellent. I have never been more ready.
Let's do this.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, both were buffed, of course.
It's good time to run, coward!
Help!
Inbound.
Drugs.
Let's push them back.
Roger that.
Special baguette program. Snorting.
Very bad.
Do it, soldier.
I am American boot.
So,
Listen up, gentlemen. We're not out of this yet.
American boot. Yeah, but someone's got way bigger hands, so... Sure, like, yeah, it could hurt, but like, soldiers' hands are like considerably bigger. You broke it! Amen.
You were good, son. Real good.
Amazing, dumbcoffs. What the?
This must be the trick.
Come and get it, maggot.
What did you think you were going to kill with that?
With this, I will kill you.
You have 30 seconds to live.
But most men, no time at all.
Finest moment.
Look at me, trash can. You will let boys go. And I will give you this. Do not do it.
And whatever.
Soldiers that was always kind of stupid. And this is how it ends up. Nice.
I am full of magic. I have so much power. Today, I am a god. What? He died, consumed by his own greed and lust for endless power.
Oh, good.
Interstellar stability. That was a deal that he broke and paid the price for it. The only way to become a god is
Okay, maybe it's not quite as stupid. Dying is gay.
good deeds. So, what now? We continue on. Against all odds, we will continue on. That is the way of true American boot. Sun Tzu said that.
What? And like, is it, like, will be like, is there going to be continuity to this story, or is it, or like for like the, yeah, I think the big cube things, I think, yeah, this is indeed over. Now let's go for what's called a remaster. It's a remaster of like Red Euro Trip. It's an episode that was in 2 parts originally. It was remastered with many like improvements. So let's see like let's see it in action now. Magnificent thumbnail, so to speak. The book has been changed.
Gotcha. What?
Good day. Ma'am! Doctor! Everyone's good stuff.
Good stuff. Yes. Come over here. Huh? I am home alone.
He's gonna watch hot dogs. The spy behind, by the way. And by the way, speaking of that, like that website that he typed the link, it existed back when the episode released, and it was actually redirecting to hot dog pictures, like the same that was on the screen. Alright, it was just a reference to back when this was brand new. American boot.
Return after these messages, we will.
Greetings, mortals. It is I, Marasmus. Welcome to my Cadillac Kingdom. Go get your Cadillac only for $12,000. Because otherwise, I'm in a lot of trouble. Son of a...
Oh. Yes. Be ashamed of yourself. Oh. What's that? If I have to crack some nuts, I will.
Nuts.
I love you, man.
Nice.
Damn it, sniper! Stop drinking piss. Nah. You scum-sucking son of a bitch.
Get. I penis.
Hello again, son. I am on Oktoberfest in Germany. I need cash for crap. Do not keep me waiting. Have sex with Batman.
Okay.
Shut. Oh, hello, Scout. Come with me to Germany.
No.
No. I will pay you $20
foot 20. Books. Spy. Can suck. You stupid cock. In a truck. Through a windshield.
Oh, soldier, my brother from another mother. I have cocaine.
Not now.
Screw you, guys. I will stay home.
Well, I'll tell Miss Pauling you are afraid.
All right. Let's go.
Hoo-wah. I have a good feeling about this.
Still playing with his PlayStation Vita. Oh, this'll do.
Hello, soldier.
Gear forward.
Mission accomplished.
What?
Everyone, please stand. Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light? Oh, Marasmus, stand up. Are you hearing me?
Nope.
Good. I'm going to tell you a secret, Marasmus. One time I killed Marble Bapkins in Japan. He was asking for this crap certificate. I have been awarded the Purple Heart, the Orange Star, the Green...
I did not think this
the
through.
Big Golden Army Ball of Bravery.
No.
Fuck you.
Fuck you!
Bastard. Damn it, boys.
Hey.
I am Ticketmaster. Tickets to the pain train.
Thanks.
Sure.
What the hell?
I got it.
So from what I heard, they replaced the music because of a copyright thingy.
Saddle up, boys.
Oh, hell yeah.
We only got 2 speeds. Fast and faster.
What?
That's to tell you how much I know this one.
Top shelf. Indeed.
You want something?
Hey, medic, you got any wood chips?
9 medicine.
We'll take it. Cheers.
You know, I'm shooting lasers. Yeah, like Superman. Then he have X-ray vision and he can see the girl's underpants, like in the real Superman movies. Isn't that what Superman did? Didn't he just look at the lady's underpants? I don't remember. I think that's pretty accurate, though.
Not right way.
Howdy, partner. You got nice strength.
Too bad that you suck.
I'm gonna lay you out.
Actually, the replaced music actually stands out pretty good so far. Bacon. Actually, like yeah, I actually made the thing a little bit longer, just so the music could continue like to work as expected. So yeah, there was a lot of changes. That's to tell you how old it is.
You have done well.
Considering this was still like good.
We are in Paris.
I am done for today. See you later, pretty boys.
We have some free time, boys. Spy, you know this location. Let's get drunk.
Yes!
Yay!
Oh, yeah! Free drinks? Sorry, Scout. You are not 21. What?
Yep, that's international, like majority age, you know.
Freaking unbelievable.
Handsome Scout.
Oh, crap.
I got a good feeling about this.
Philip Flex.
Yes!
Rasmus is here.
All night long! Dance, everyone!
This is from GTA Online, by the way, this map. Oh. Bugs. What?
Shut up. Sorry.
That's some good healing. Thanks, Doc.
Yeah.
Y'all ready? Of course.
Yes.
Giddy up! I'm Ticket Master. Your tickets to the pain train.
Oh, damn it. I lost them.
No! Tickets, no! Raid!
Bastard.
Well, this was a disappointment.
God damn it. We need transport. Must think.
Cadillac.
Oh, yeah. I will deploy a teleporter.
Fred.
Move up.
You're watching the Old Black Cox channel.
Oh, hello, Erasmus.
What?
I need...
Fuck you!
You suck.
No, you. Come here, sweetheart.
Promise not to bleed on my suit and I'll kill you quickly. Oh dear, I've made quite a mess.
That was easy.
Mission accomplished.
Oh.
Jealous?
Any way you want it, that's the way you need it. Any way you want it, What's up, Chuckle Nuts?
We're stuck.
And what about you? What have you been doing?
Nothing?
Spy on me, baby, you satellite. Infrared to see me move through the night.
He still got his drink, after all.
Nothing?
Scout, we need some help.
Oh.
Look at my 400 centimeters cock!
Yep.
I cannot believe this.
Come on!
Thanks.
Pretty lady, we need to get to Germany.
Sir, yes, sir.
Boys, we are here. Oh, hello, Dot. Hello, son. I I've got your cash. Thanks.
Do I smell
Mais
Oh crap, that robot again.
it's the spy helicopter if you don't know.
your money?
You were in a big fat hurry to die.
We're on a winning
I think, yeah, I think it's this one.
So good as you think.
Yo, batter up.
No, gentlemen.
Let this be a lesson for you.
Medicine.
Beep boop.
Whoop. Maggot.
Gentlemen.
Help!
Fight me. What? Nom, 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 nom.
Num num num.
You are dead. Did you think you could beat me?
Back from hell.
How could this happen?
Scout. American boot. And then yeah, is this the spy helicopter?
Not funny. Nom, 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 nom.
What the hell's going on?
Cowards, cowards.
Is
Step back.
Let's do this.
I'm ready when you are.
Come on.
special baguette? Oh yes! It's the spy helicopter, nice! Woo!
You were loud and ugly.
And ugly, yeah.
Dead. Amen.
Another successful mission.
All gave some gave all, but nobody got a prize but us. Son, I am proud of you. Thanks.
The end. Alright, so, yep, there was some improvement, and also getting rid of everything that was like corporating material was probably for the best for the longevity of this video. And the fact that you've got the two parts in one makes it much better, like, well, for some of them, of course. I guess only 15 minutes, like, it's not really a big deal. Anyway, it is 5:58 p.m. We're heading over to the latest video today. And yes, it came out just yesterday and was one of the reasons of why I decided to delay the reactathon. Because, okay, this video came out of nowhere, so yeah, maybe not. But yeah, like, the reactathon, I was supposed to do it last week, but then I just decided, yeah, I'll just delay it by 1 week. There is no problem, because you know you know which one it is. Because, as always, her videos shows up here. Gotta say that wasn't available. There we go. Seems like a backstory saying the thumbnail. But what we're going to say, I'm gonna be readjusting the lighting. Buke, 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 buke. Voila. As you can see, it's getting dark outside. So my camera is like readjusting the light, but it's a little bit problematic. So yeah, a backstory thing, that's my guess. By the way, Rima, yay or nay? Oh, sad Vimo. Oh, I know that one. I know that one. For some reason, like it's one way too recurrent, mate. So yeah, it's a backstory thing. Small, S-M-O-L. Whoa, hang on. Hang on. Ah. Yeah, when the sun is set, like the light. That one is probably not going to. Like, you are robots, mate! Big robot! Very angry. Hang on, hang on. Very angry. Yeah, so her yacht wasn't really like good. Not talking about them, like we don't care about them, we care about her, which usually is much bigger. And yeah, not a very good yacht. Oh, flashback. Using the liner way too well. Especially right now, like last time I was working on editing the bots because I'm way too late to the party. And yeah, that's the music we hear each time I change and mission, blah blah blah. Voting? Like voting for what? Like, I mean, Octavio was always the leader. Oh, Season of Love. Like, I mean, it came out on the Saint Valentine. Boo. I just can't help but hear like a soldier saying boo. Well, let me sleep, you idiot. What sliding sound? You're simply the best. I'm gonna get copyright claim by doing that. Yeah. The time I was thinking about, like it's already 2:30 after beginning, so yeah, a lot of videos to go through. Why am I getting to Inkopolis Plaza? Yeah, actually, yeah, or maybe not. Like, yeah, you know, and you know how it's going to end. Like, if you've been watching previous videos, you know how it goes. At least I know. I hope you know it goes, of course. See, and now I understand what they mean by devised. Smaznug! Like, it really looks like a Smaznug tablet, as you probably saw. I never had one. Like, we had a Sony. Disappointed? I know how it feels. And like, various people like making like girl sound like boys. Like, I think this is how it goes because there are actually no boys related voice, but like for those models. So I think, yeah, we could just use the regular acting ones. That could work as well. Conflict, yeah. Well then, I leave then. Enough! I leave! Arr. Yeah. For the best. For the best. Two people. Yeah, two people and that's it. What, you're storing everything on that? Like, you know, you talk about a clan. Yeah, that's what you get. You're being naughty. People disagree. That's all it is. Whoosh. Pretty desolate here. Ah, fair. I have the key. Like, I have the cursor, like, showing up, One eye has been absolutely destroyed. The other one is currently, well, not in their possession anymore. You know what that means? Hurt. You all know what this means, right? Mm-hmm. Know what happening? What happens? That's Marina, actually. No, wait. That's not really me, là. Bonjour.
Bonjour.
That works well. Yeah, I don't think that's part of the plan. I think, I'm not gonna break my camera's hard voice, it will be... Yeah, like, we don't hear much. So yeah, it's a whole backstory thing. Interesting to go that way. I think that's current day. Yeah, it's current day. At least I think it is. Give me a justification. I think... Fuck. So for the answer of like the question I've said about, just before, Rima, yeah or nay, the answer is nay. I didn't look forward to make to... I forgot the word, but like you know what I mean. A poll. Well, there we go. I was wondering where my words how went. So yeah, I don't have a poll, and yeah, actually pretty aware that the answer is nay on such things. So no, I didn't have to play my okay sound. So yeah, let's put that up here, and let's just say that yes, this was the biggest reactathon that was ever seen here, because we've started like 2 hours 35 minutes ago. So yeah, the biggest of them all. Maybe because it's been 1 year since I've been doing that, but it's just a little detail. Well, I'm all out of videos to send out. So if you, once again, if you want to post some videos, it's on my Discord server, discord.bookcode55.com, and it's just below on Discord and YouTube. So yeah, if you're looking forward to that, just know it's right next to you. Voila. So yeah, if you want to show me some things, then you can definitely do that. At that place. But yes, as of now, yeah, it's yeah, I don't have any more videos to show up. But I mean, like, it's been lasting for quite a while, so I guess this is a good time to cut it to wrap, because I don't have anything else to show up. So yeah, thank you all for watching this, and I will be back next Saturday for the Saturday night, and then for the Reactathon next month, when there will be new videos to look at. Thanks so much, and mate, and have a very good late afternoon, because after all it's 6 PM. Thank you much, and mate.
Au revoir.